Hi, my name's Stewart Desson. I'm the CEO and founder of Lumina Learning, and I'm delighted to share with you a validation study getting over 1,200, in fact 1,201 managers and leaders across the US, Canada and the UK to fill in a Lumina Leader 360 and then correlating that with their Lumina Spark scores. So the leaders, the managers, they self-assessed themselves using Lumina Spark, and then their peers, their staff and so on gave them feedback across a range of 16 different leadership competencies. What I'm about to present to you is the correlation between those two sets of data. Now here's the Lumina Leader model. We associate the yellow with leading with vision, seeing possibilities and taking people to the new promised land. The opposite, leading to deliver, is about focusing, getting the organisation organised, planned and delivered. With the red, we have leading with drive, setting direction, setting the bar high, striving for excellence. And the opposite is leading through people, getting people on board, getting stakeholders on board and so on. Now if we take the 360 data, so how is Stewart assessed by his team, and correlate that with Stewart's self-assessment of Spark, here are some of the interesting correlations. With the green qualities in Lumina Spark, they're correlating between 0.23 and 0.24 with the competencies to do with leading through people. With the yellow, the Spark qualities in big picture thinking, inspiration driven and so on, they're correlating 0.25 with all the competencies to do with leading with vision. With the blue, leading to deliver, those competencies are correlating with Spark a little bit higher, 0.24 to 0.36, and with the red, outcome focused and so on, that's correlating 0.26 to 0.29 depending on the quality, with getting things delivered in the eyes of staff, in the eyes of the feedback. Now these correlations are pretty good. They're not adjusted, there's no reliability factor being added in here on either side, the predictor side, and so on. Let's break it down a little bit. Let's actually have a look at the yellow here, leading with vision. So we find that if the competency of championing innovation, if I get good feedback from my feedback group, that seems to correlate with being high on imagination within big picture thinking, also conceptual, and actually inspiring and energizing people as a competence from the feedback group, that correlates with my self-assessed score of demonstrative. If we go to the red and we have a look at the drive here, we find that drive and determination is correlating with things in extroversion, demonstrative, takes charge. Purposeful argumentation in Lumina Leader, the ability to argue a line of reasoning and a business case, that's correlating with both tough in outcome focused and takes charge in extroversion. Leading to deliver, the blue competencies, interesting things going on here. For planning and organising, we've got a nice high correlation there, 0.35 with reliable, structures in there too, so discipline driven is shining through. But data gathering and analysing, if I give myself a nice high score in down to earth, in evidence based, that's correlating with good feedback from my team, that I create a nice atmosphere where people analyse data effectively. And also measured, part of introversion, that's shining through too. What's interesting here is that typically in many Big Five psychometrics, they don't explicitly measure introversion and down to earth, which is the opposite of open to experience. If they measure it on a continuum, they tend to measure one end positively, extroversion or open to experience, and the other slightly negatively, and so the negative end rarely comes up with any positive correlations with competencies at work. But because we've measured Spark at both ends independently, we do see there is a correlation between introversion and in this case data gathering analysis, getting things delivered. There is a correlation between down to earth, in this case evidence based, and leading to deliver. So by removing the bias in Big Five models, we've managed to find positive correlations at both ends of the polarities. Here are the green validities. If I'm leading through people and I get high feedback ratings, it's likely I'm going to be high on my self-assessed people-focused scores, empathy, accommodative, collaborative, the full range. I hope you found that brief validity study correlating Lumina Leader with Lumina Spark of interest. We certainly feel that the high levels of correlation there offer really good validity of the Lumina Spark model, particularly in the way it's able to measure things at both ends of the polarity. Thank you for your time.